friends, it's Lisa from Habits and Home, the place where I share the habits in my home that help my family live a simple farmhouse lifestyle. So today I'm getting a little vulnerable and I'm taking you on a tour of my home to identify the clutter that's hiding in my home. I'm a little nervous. So I serve as a professional organizer, serving my clients. I go in through their homes and help them to work through the clutter and declutter their homes. Well, that leaves me really inspired sometimes, and I come home and I declutter my home throughout the year. But twice a year, I do a deep declutter of all the nooks and crannies, all of the hidden clutter that we don't see. And today I am doing a space audit to identify that clutter and to make a decluttering plan. So I'm using my space audit. If you've taken my decluttering mini course, you know what it is. And if you haven't, you will get that when you check out the description below to check out those mini courses. Also, I love clipboards. If you've taken my reset course, my daily reset course, you know how I encourage you to print out checklists, print out to-do lists, and put them on a clipboard so you can refer back to them, and it'll help you establish your habits. And if you haven't downloaded the reset checklist, go to habitsandhome.com and it will be there right there on the front page. I'm going to take you on a tour around my home and, like I said, uncover all of the hidden areas that are containing clutter that I need to make a plan to declutter this fall. All right, let's go. This is our dining room. And last year I had these cabinets put in for storage, which worked out really good. They're actually upper cabinets for kitchens, and we just had him install them and put butcher block on the top. They're really great storage in this space. So I have already started cleaning out. This is some stuff that I need to go through from my last business that I need to declutter from and give to someone else. All right, so I'm gonna open up these cabinets to show you all the stuff that's inside. All right, so not too bad. Obviously, it just needs to, I just need to go through it and weed out some things, reorganize. I really need to identify what this cabinet is gonna be used for. It's kind of like a random things cabinet at the moment. And I really want to turn this entire cabinet set into a canning storage. I really want to turn this entire cabinet into storage for canning and long-term food storage. Obviously, I need to weed out some things. And now that I have my office, a lot of this can go up there. All right, we're gonna move on to the next cabinet. This cabinet, I have actually already started putting my long-term food storage in here, and it's working out really good. I have my empty jars, my eggs for the winter, and then dry beans. So this cabinet really doesn't need to be cleaned out. This cabinet used to be our school cabinet, and now the kids are all doing schoolwork in their bedrooms, and so a lot of this I need to weed out and declutter, purge, or put in their rooms. All right, and if we turn around, we have our kitchen. This is our arrival station. We don't have a place for shoes, and you can see that we still need to finish the flooring in our home. We had to open up this wall so our kitchen and our dining room could be connected, and we just haven't gotten a chance to replace the flooring because we have other construction that needs to happen first, some other walls that need to come down. So this is our arrival station where I keep my calendar, our meal plan, and my reset checklist. Again, if you haven't downloaded the checklist, make sure you go to habitsandhome.com. You will love it. And we have this little container here for keys. Looks like this needs to be cleaned out. I'm gonna add that to the list. All right, so now we're gonna move on. I'm not gonna worry about decluttering my refrigerator because I do that every week when I make my meal plan. And I have found from Walmart this cute little meal plan calendar. So I was doing the one that you see over here, and I love it when I get around to it. This one is super easy and I can take it to the store with me. I will do a video all on how I meal plan. Okay, so then we have our laundry room, super simple, minimal. Let's check out these drawers. I don't really have this drawer identified as anything specific, so it tends to collect random things. It does have our lint bag that we use for fire starter, so that's great, but all of this other stuff is just random. It needs to have a name and for me to create some kind of purpose for it. And this is the cabinet for our laundry detergents. Doesn't need to be decluttered, but does need to be cleaned out. All right. Then we have the rest of my kitchen. And the inside of my cabinets are pretty minimal and decluttered, but I am going to show you some cabinets and drawers that I know I need to declutter. This one right here, which is in our island, I know that I need to declutter this one. This one is our tool drawer. Eee! Now, why it has turned out this way is because we are in construction mode all the time. However, I don't love this. And if you don't love something, you need to fix it. So this is going to go on the list to declutter. And then this drawer is not too bad, but I do want to find a different place for my recipe folder. So this is a place where Aubrey actually keeps some of her recipes. And then we have our Ziploc bags, and I do use these every single day. The kids love pickle pops. So all of this we use. It doesn't really need to be decluttered other than the screwdrivers need to go in their correct spot, which is not here. Okay, so this needs to be tidied up. I need some baskets in here because I don't really enjoy it just all this stuff being loose. So making a note of that I need some baskets for this drawer. All right, the next drawer, all of these, this entire spot is like the collection place of random things. And like I've said on my podcast episodes, your drawers and cabinets need a name to serve a purpose. This is also long-term food storage. This is our wheat berries and our empty kombucha bottle. So this does have a purpose, and this is my place to hold my bread pan. It does have a purpose. I don't love it, but it's serving its purpose very well. Then in this cabinet, I have some very, very random things. This is like kombucha, my oils, some construction, pickling lime. This is also the bin that I do dishes. I pull out to do dishes since we have a farmhouse sink and it only has one basin. So this definitely needs to be added to the list to declutter. The other place that tends to get untidy is our Tupperware drawers. Now, I probably just need to go through here and weed out some, but I kind of like having the Tupperware in the drawer. It's not falling out, but I just need to go through here and make sure that I have all the tops to go with all of the bottoms. So I have the bottoms in here and then the tops right here. I can actually move these canning lids to the long-term storage cabinet over in my dining room. And then the last cabinet that I need to refresh, well, first of all, the drawer. This is our office supply drawer. I just need to freshen this up a little bit, weed out some things, declutter. And then underneath the drawer is our project cabinet. Like I said, we're in construction mode all the time. And here is some of the tiles from tiling our kitchen. And I have some sand art in there. This one definitely needs to be cleaned out and decluttered and reorganized. All right, moving on to my pantry. It is not completely finished, but for the most part stays pretty organized. We have to reorganize this every single week when we go grocery shopping. Pantries are the one spot that they just don't stay pretty. They're very functional and useful, and I've just found that they're the hardest to keep organized because the food containers are all so different. So I don't really worry about this space as long as I can see everything that's in here and it makes sense to me. But I really feel like I can freshen up the space and make it more beautiful and more appealing for me to use. We are moving into the living room, and the living room is probably the least cluttered area of the entire house because there's no shelves in here, there's no storage, there's hardly anything in the living room, and I find it really easy to keep minimal and clean and clutter-free. However, I do have this TV console right here, and underneath here we have some kid books that we have outgrown or we don't read anymore, and I could definitely weed out some of those books or take them up to my office, as well as these movies. And underneath is where we store board games, which I like these to be accessible to the kids. As you can tell, they are well loved, but they probably don't play with some of them, and we could probably weed out them. This is my teenage daughter's bedroom, and I let her take care of decluttering and organizing her own room, and she does that really well, and she does it pretty often. All right, let's head in to my bedroom. I like to keep our bedroom very minimal so it doesn't have places that clutter can collect. So that's my husband's side table, and I'm gonna let him take care of decluttering his side. I'll probably help him and just tidy it up, but I'm gonna show you what's in mine. So I am into reading right now, and I have a lot of books. Obviously, I can only read one book at a time, so I'm gonna take the rest of those books and put it up in my office. Then in my drawer, I have been wanting to declutter this drawer for a long time and create some organization. So you can see it's just a bunch of random things. My son's cell phone, oils, a basket with just random things in here, my Bible, then underneath, some receipts, books, some paint, my son's change container that he likes to hide in my room, some lavender seeds from the lavender farm. Yes, I need to declutter that. That is very random. And then underneath, I have a heating pad, some Lara bars I think I'm hiding in here for my kids, and then my retainers because I'm doing Invisalign right now. But I could definitely put those in a better spot. And then I have some random stuff over here. I have a tripod and then some homeschooling stuff that I need to go through. This is the only dresser that we have in our bedroom, and Jared and I actually share it. So the top drawer is where we were keeping our kids' uniforms for their sports because we have little boys and they tend to lose their clothes. So that's where we were keeping it. However, they're not doing sports right now, and we could definitely repurpose that drawer. So my husband has the top two drawers, and then I have the bottom two drawers. And I know that I need to reorganize and go through and weed out some clothes because it has been very difficult to shut my drawers. Ooh, see, it's already popping out. This is my PJs. You can't even see the containers in there right now. So my PJ drawer, shorts, underwear, and socks definitely need to declutter and weed out some things. The bottom drawer, same thing. Oh my gosh. I have to use my toes. Bathing suits, some relaxed shorts, and then some leggings and sports shorts right here. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. All right, moving on to My closet. This is what inspired me to do this entire video and this entire series. Being vulnerable. Oh! So I typically have some good habits, but you know, after a while you need to do a refresh. And that's what we're doing now, this fall refresh. So I'm just going to show you everything. It's usually after summer that we need to do a refresh because we have our pool bag that we keep in here with our towels. You can see up top. My shoes that I have not, I don't know what happened. This is not like me. And a basket of socks, some luggage, an old bath mat, towel. Oh yeah, it's bad. You're gonna love watching me clean out that. All right, let's go into the bathroom. Now we have a tiny bathroom. This is the only bathroom we have downstairs. It's really tiny, so it doesn't let us collect a lot of stuff. However, we do have some cabinets. And I know that there's a lot of stuff in here that I do not use. This is where we keep like medicines just in case we need them, Band-Aids. This is extra toothpaste, mouthwash, makeup. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, that just needs to be refreshed. Not too bad. I know that there's some stuff in there that I probably don't use. Definitely need to declutter. Okay, that's one cabinet. Let's look in the next. Okay, this just needs to be refreshed. Not a lot of this needs to be cleaned out or decluttered. It just needs to be refreshed. This is our system for cleaning our bathroom every single day. Hair cutter to trim our hair, feminine products, soap. It just needs a good refresh and a tidy up. All right, that's all for downstairs. Let's head upstairs. All right, so first things first, we have some boards on our landing. There's always construction going on. So we really need to finish that project. We're gonna go into the boys' room first. Oh, hello boys. Okay, so I recently decluttered their room, so it's not too bad. However, their drawers and their dresser probably needs a refresh. What do you think, guys? All right, so we're gonna just open this up, take a peek. Yeah. About this time of the year, I need to check out the clothes for the kids and see what they have outgrown. They really hate it when I make them try on clothes. But usually I make them try on at least one pair of shorts, one pair of jeans, and then I compare that one pair of shorts and jeans to the other shorts to decide what needs to be kept. And we have their storage. Looks tidy, nothing needs to be decluttered. Their beds. Books that they always have out reading. And then Lucas's storage. Like I said, I've already decluttered their room recently, so it doesn't need much decluttering. However, their closet is the catch-all for the entire house because it's so big. My daughter has her old toys in here. We have sleeping bags. We have long-term storage like Christmas, games that we hardly play. We have suitcases, their memory boxes, Christmas. And then we have some toys and their clothes. So not too bad. I see a mess in here, boys. Somebody's been collecting some clothes. So this just needs a good refresh, and I'll actually pull the boys in to do this with me. All right, we're moving on into my office, and you can see right here, I cleaned out the boys' closet, and I pulled out a lot of things that didn't belong in their closet that I wanted to weed through and declutter. So this is all that came from their closet that didn't belong, and like I said, I need to declutter it. I try to keep my office very clean, very minimal. It's a working space, so it always gets tidied up at the end of the day and reset. If you are in my reset mini course, you know exactly what that looks like. And then we have my shelves. And I actually looked this morning and saw that there were some books that I wanted to get rid of. So I'm going to declutter that as well. Let's take a peek underneath the cabinet. All right, so we used to have all of our family albums up in the boys' closet, but nobody could look at them. So I brought them down and we're storing them in here. And we have nice new carpet, and the kids can lay on the carpet and look at old family albums. This is some of our school supplies, and I could definitely weed through some of that as well that we're no longer using. We have some DVDs. I'm going to ask the kids if there's any of those that they want to get rid of. And that's about it. Oh, we have this office, or this bathroom right here that is under construction. I will show you the construction site. Ooh, brace yourself. Eek! Construction zone right here. It's going to be a nice tiled walk-in shower very soon. Oh, I forgot this cabinet. This cabinet, I have not identified a purpose for what I want to store under here. So right now it's collecting a lot of random things. So I'm going to add that to my declutter plan. All right, that's all for upstairs. All right, friends, that was in my entire house. Thank you so much for kind of being my therapy as I walked through this and really seeing how much clutter I had to clean out. One thing that I noticed is that I don't have some clear labels or identity for some of the cabinets and drawers in my house. So I really need to, when I go through that space audit, when I go back and watch this video or go back and do it on my own, taking each space one at a time, I really need to think about the purpose of that cabinet or drawer, how I want it to serve my family, how I feel towards it right now, and how I want to feel after it's all organized and decluttered. So it was really eye-opening and really vulnerable to show y'all all of my clutter. So stay tuned. I am going to take you through all of those different areas, decluttering them one at a time, and hopefully bringing you along with me. Until next time, I'm Lisa at Habits and Home, the place where I share the habits in my home that help my family live a simple farmhouse lifestyle. Bye.